Hello everyone and welcome to Match Review channel.
Rashford posts Barcelona farewell ahead of return to Man United. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford has posted on social media wishing Barcelona all the best for the future as he prepares to return to Carrington in the coming weeks. Barcelona opted not to activate their buyback clause on the player after his season on loan, where he managed 14 goals and 14 assists in 49 games. Rashford said, "I'm very grateful to everyone at the club for making my time here such a positive and memorable experience. I've enjoyed every moment and will take many special memories with me. I wish the club and all its supporters the very best of luck and every success in the season ahead. Visca el Barça." Real Madrid expected to firm up Rodri interest. Real Madrid are expected to make an offer for Manchester City midfielder Rodri. Real are believed to have made initial contact with City over signing Spain's World Cup winning captain, Sky Sports News understands. The Spanish giants are believed to be willing to pay in the region of 43 million to 51 million pounds, 50 million to 60 million euros, given he has 1 year left on his contract. City do not want to sell Rodri, however, and are hoping instead to agree a new long-term contract with their talismanic midfielder. Rodri has had successful back surgery on Monday and is currently recovering. He is expected to miss the Community Shield and the opening Premier League fixture of the season as a result. City want him to lead the team into the new Enzo Maresca era, but Real are now ready to make their move. Upon his re-election as Real president, Florentino Perez was criticized for the club having a lack of representation in the Spain national team. They have already signed Marc Cucurella from Chelsea this summer, and everyone at the club is thought to be on board with a move for Rodri next. City are believed to progressing with a deal for Lille midfielder Ayoub Bouadi. Brentford agree £41 million deal to sign Lens midfielder Sangaré, latest from Sky Sports News Lyle Thomas. Brentford have agreed a £41 million deal to sign Lens's highly rated midfielder Mamadou Sangaré. The 24-year-old is preparing to travel to the UK to undergo a medical. But a deal would not be a club record, as it falls just short of the £42 million the Bees paid to Bournemouth for Dango Ouattara last summer. Newcastle desperately want to keep Bruno Guimarães, and that isn't going to change with Eddie Howe leaving. But he has told the club he would like to join Arsenal if they make an acceptable offer. The complicating factor is that Arsenal are yet to make contact with Newcastle, which has been a real source of frustration. Everything has been through intermediaries. It is up to Arsenal to speak to Newcastle and put the money up to show how much they want the midfielder. But it does feel like Howe leaving almost smooths the pathway for Bruno to leave. They had such a close relationship, Bruno and Eddie, and I think it would have been hard for Bruno to have left him. Now Eddie's not there, and some of the big hitters have gone. It feels as though a move to Arsenal is more likely now. You've got to remember the chief executive David Hopkinson and sporting director Ross Wilson are both new. They don't have that long-term relationship with Bruno that Howe had. But until Arsenal put a formal offer in, it's not going to happen. So let's see what happens. The Brazil international is due back on Friday ahead of meeting up with the squad. But this upheaval at the club, I would suggest, makes it more likely that we will see him depart. Inter Milan signs Stones. Inter Milan have completed the signing of John Stones on a free transfer following his Manchester City exit. The England defender has joined the Italian champions on a 2-year deal. The 32-year-old had interest from Arsenal and Chelsea, but wanted a new chapter in Italy. Liverpool's transfer plans remain unaffected by Joe Gomez's injury, despite the lack of options currently available to Andoni Iraola. Their current priority is bringing in a wide forward, not a central defender, with Liverpool set to make a formal approach to PSG for Bradley Barcola. Gomez's injury is viewed as short-term, with Iraola anticipating he will not miss much more than their opening game against Newcastle. Virgil van Dijk returns from his post-World Cup break this week and will report to Liverpool's training base rather than traveling to the United States. Giovanni Leone is still rehabbing from an ACL injury he suffered early last season, while new signing Jeremy Jacquet is preparing to play his first game of preseason against Leeds on Sunday, after a long layoff with a shoulder problem. Liverpool could realistically go into the start of the new season with only Van Dijk and Jacquet as their available senior options at centre-back. Iraola admitted in today's press conference that Liverpool are currently thin on options at the back, but was positive about the performances of youngsters Luke Chambers, Ifeanyi Ndukwe, and Mortal Ndiaye, who have stepped in during preseason. PSG are getting closer to agreeing a deal with Monaco for Magnus Akliush. Negotiations are in the advanced stages. The winger market is starting to move, with Yan Diomande moving closer to Real Madrid and Liverpool preparing to bid for Bradley Barcola. Liverpool also made initial contact with Monaco about Akliush, but a move for Barcola is anticipated since Sky Sports News broke that news on Wednesday.